Hi, if someone puts a mean comment to you in the real life or on internet, are you reacting or are you acting? And what does this have to do with the Livegood? Well, in this video, I'm going to talk a bit more about the differences between acting and reacting, even if it maybe seems very obvious, but we're not always aware of what we are doing. So, what do I mean with this? Well, like this. We as human beings, we are doing things in a conscious level sometimes, and sometimes it's our subconscious that are helping us to do things in one or another way. And sometimes we are aware of what we are doing, but sometimes we're just going on autopilot and doing things and don't even think once more what we actually is doing. And how come that we do this? Well, that could be because maybe you have learned a pattern. You have learned to do in a certain way. And we are human beings, so we have feelings. And a feeling could be very, very, very fast to answer with a response for something. So let's say something put a really, really mean comment to you, or a comment that you're just so frustrated. Maybe they are putting a comment of, oh, but only suckers are doing this, only losers are doing this, and so on. Something that immediately, your immediate response will be, oh, you're, and you just want to scream out. That's your immediate response. And that is if you do something, then if you answer back, oh, you're blah 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 blah, you're blah, you're blah, and you use all those angry words, then you are reacting and you're smashing something back to that other person, and it could end up in a discussion that is just and you just fight against each other. And what will happen then? Well, if you remembered when we talked about what you focus on is going to be, you are going to get more of what you're focusing on. So if you're focusing on anger and defense and so on, and try to really, really, really make it clear for the other person that you are the one that are right, you're just going to create more of those fighting things when you're in the reacting mode. When you're doing something, you let your feelings out, and well, of course, feelings are feelings, and I think that it also sometimes good. I have even done practices during all the years where we, in a safe place, worked on letting the emotions out. But that was a certain place there we knew that we always had someone that could help us to take care of this. And there are different ways of working with feelings. Because it's also like this, that the feeling of anger, it can also hide a feeling of sorrow. Or sorrow can hide a feeling of anger, of being frustrated, of being and this urgent need to just smash it out. And sometimes you can't help that you're doing it. But what if, when you have this comment, and really if you have it on internet, when you're not face to face to the person, if you, instead of just writing back immediately, what if you just there and then took a moment and make it a thinking, what is this about? Hello. And make yourself aware. Let yourself know, okay, I'm getting angry, and that's okay. But how can I respond to this in a good way that will do better for both of us? Because what you can do, instead of reacting, you can take action. You can act. So, for example, if you're doing videos, you can take that response and ask yourself, okay, what would be good for this person to know more about? Even if I can't change, because you can never change another person. Even if you really, really, really want to change another person, you can never change another person. But what you can do, you can be there, and you can be there and act in a way that you would love other people to meet you. So you can do an educating video. You can do something, and you can choose that, as I said in another video, not to answer, or you can choose to answer and try to dig in deeper, or maybe a combination of both. Because what will happen if you, instead of arguing back, taking your power back and doing something different about it, making an educational movie about the subject, video about the subject, or an educational text, or to a post or something like that, then you're looking much more professional. Because then often people are more getting like, wow, didn't he or she respond? Didn't he? Like, because often people are used to that. Other people are just putting all those anger back and forth. And you can see a lot of this, as I said before, for example, in Facebook groups and so on. But if someone does it another way and not arguing back, some people will, oh, what happened? And this is easy to say, and it's not always as easy to do, but it's about practicing. It's about to take a moment and say stop to yourself and try to stop your thoughts, your feelings in the exact moment you are seeing this. And if you are the one that immediately respond, do practice to stop yourself, take a moment, take some deep breaths, and ask yourself, what is the best you can do in this moment to stay calm and to act professional. So I hope you really get the thing that I want to say in here about the difference between reacting and acting. And of course that's very, in one way, very obvious, but in one way it's also something that you may have to practice a lot. I spent years to practice this myself, so I'm not just moving on and just arguing back. And I try to do my best, because if we're focusing on helping each other, and also with the understanding that the other person maybe not have enough knowledge about this. And if you did look at my video where I did speak about fears, and it could be about fears and so on, you can maybe have a bigger picture of what I mean with those things. And feel free to put in your comments below, what do you think about this, and what could we do to help each other more? Because if you're focusing on helping people, it will be a win-win situation. You focus on helping and you will get help from somewhere in some way. And if you're not already in Livegood, you can feel free to find my link here below, and you can watch the 6 minutes of introduction of what Livegood is really about. And then you fill in your information as a pre-enrollee, then you have your free place to learn more about it, and I can help you. As when you have done your thing and have been a pre-enrollee, it's easy for me to help you more in a more individual way. And then you want to start to work, you have this $49.95 as a start and $9.95 per month, or the yearly membership. But feel free to watch this, and I'm looking forward to help you to get started if you're already not in Livegood. And with that, I want to wish you a really, really great day. Bye.